All right. So good night, everyone. Trust me, this is going to be a training that is going to really shift your mindset. This is going to be a training that is going to bring everyone together. We're going to be going over culture. Every team has a culture. What is the culture that you are promoting to the persons who you get started? What is the culture that you're promoting to yourself? We have WhatsApp groups, Telegram groups, we have go lives, we have trading sessions. How are you exposing individuals both inside and outside of the company to the system that we have? Because at the end of the day, someone starts today and tomorrow is like, oh, nobody's trading, I'm not seeing any activity. So it's like they're demotivated. So I'm going to introduce an individual right now. She is going to be going into some information. She is going to be telling you, showing you what she has done over the last year and 5 months to have success. She's a Platinum 1000, and trust me, this is just the start of her journey. She's someone that has helped me personally to have a lot of success, and I really want you guys to respect her time because she never had to do this. Like, she's doing this because she wants to do this. She's doing this because she gets to do it. So what I'm going to do right now is bring up one of our Platinum 1000 leaders, Nadia Mccoy, to really take the call over and jump into her presentation on culture. So Nadia, you can go right ahead and take it away from there.
All right. Good night to everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. So what I'm going to be going into is a team culture. So you heard it from Lando. You know, what is culture and what is a team culture? So let me just go straight into this training right now, and let me go ahead and share my screen. So while that is sharing, let me just go ahead and say culture is basically a group of people all working together for a common goal, right? For a common goal. And what you want is persons having the same values and belief, right? And once we have the same values and belief, then everything will actually work out together. So let me just go ahead right now and start my PowerPoint. All right, guys. So what you're seeing right here, basically, let me just go back. Okay, let me just go once more. All right, so let's discuss culture. As I was saying, culture is a group of persons, right? All working together with a common goal. They have the same values and beliefs, right? So on your screen right now, you're seeing a system. Every culture has a system, right? Every team has a system. And what you want is everyone within that system operating on the same level so everything can work out, right? So everyone here on our platform starts as a customer that you're seeing at the top. A customer that had a certain need, right? A certain need to make themselves either better or to make their lives better. We're all using a certain product or service to do that. Now, when you are using that service or product, you then decide that you are going to tell your friends about it, share with others, and then you automatically would become a distributor. So this is how everything works within a system here, right, on our platform. So everyone becomes a customer, everyone uses the products, everyone shares it with others, and then those others become customers. So let me just dive right into this training. So this is the most important part, right? What you're seeing here is the fact that even though all of us here are using products and services that has to do with trading and sharing information, you are not a trader, you are not a network marketer, you are an entrepreneur. And what that means is that you decide that you want to live a life of freedom, right? A life of time freedom, and you are able to make money anywhere you want in the world. That's what entrepreneurship is about. Now, everyone, as I mentioned, is a customer because they have purchased services or they have purchased products, right? And in the cycle you'd have seen before, you become a distributor of these products. Now, what is entrepreneurship really about? No one is going to come and tell you that you are supposed to do this and you're supposed to do that, use this or use that. You are supposed to know that you should be able to complete the daily methods of operation so that you can reap the results naturally. You'll know that when you are at a workplace or you're at your job, your normal 9 to 5 job, no one is going to tell you, well, for example, someone will tell you what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. But when you're an entrepreneur, no one is going to tell you what to do, when to do, and how to do it. After you have come across a system, it's totally up to you to do those things in order to get results, right? You have to continue to plug into the products and services and plug others as well into the products and services. So that's what entrepreneurship is about here. Now, secondly, what you're seeing here is, let me just skip to my next slide. All right, so basically, when it comes down to entrepreneurship, no one is literally telling you how much money you should be making, right? Everything is totally up to you. So the amount of work that you put in is totally up to you. And that amount of work will be equal to the amount of pay that you get. Now, in entrepreneurship, before you are earning, you have to actually start learning, right? Everyone here, we all had that need to, or rather want to learn how it is that people are able to literally change their lives within months, within a few years, by just doing a certain thing over and over and by becoming free, right? So the first thing you want to know is that learning is a skill. You have to learn how to learn, because most persons, what they do, they just want to get straight to the money part. They don't want to learn anything, right? But entrepreneurship is all about learning, making mistakes, and learning from those mistakes. Now, what you need to do is to learn about your distractions, right? It says learn what your distractions are and remove them. You need to focus on bettering yourself and personal development so that you can actually grow. So as I mentioned, no one is going to come and tell you what you should be doing. You should know what it is that you want, and you should do that in order to get your desired result, right? How it is that we will know that what you are doing is actually what you should be doing? You will literally be sharing what you are doing. So we are a team of documentation. How it is that we will know that you are saying what you will do? While plugging into the products and services, you should share what you are doing as a social proof of your progress. For example, it says if you are on Go Live, if you are on a training, share with the group by sending a photo, sending a video, sending and letting everyone know that, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm learning about, and others will be prompted as well and encouraged to do the same thing. So no one will tell you that, listen, you need to take a break from your break and go back to work. You have to know that for yourselves. So the first thing about entrepreneurship, you have to learn before you can earn, right? And you have to learn how to learn. So what should be expected of us as entrepreneurs, right? first of all, you must expect success from yourself. Like, if you don't expect success from yourself, it doesn't make any sense. If you think any thought of failure, then you are already destined to fail. No, I'm not saying that we are all perfect. Sometimes doubts may come in our mind. However, you have to have that level of belief within yourself that no matter what actually happens, you will be successful. And that is what it comes on to being having expectations of yourself, right? So the first question is, do you believe that entrepreneurship slash trading in our scenario here actually works? Do you actually believe that it works? Because if you don't believe that it works, guess what? It won't work for you. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, do you believe that this platform works, right? Because even though it's entrepreneurship, you have many different types of entrepreneurship, right? But do you believe that this platform actually works? Now, the third is, do you believe that I am, which is our business, will work for those that you bring into the business? Because one thing is that you may believe that it can work for you because one, you are naturally interested. But let's say that you have a friend. What about that friend? Do you believe that the business will work for them as well? And all it takes is just a level of belief. Once you believe all of these three things, then success will naturally come. And success is always outside of your comfort zone. So within your comfort zone, there are limiting beliefs. You don't believe in yourself, you don't have enough faith in yourself. But it's only when you go outside of your comfort zone, you will start to believe that, hey, this thing is actually working for me, and it will also work for others. So that is the mindset that we should have as entrepreneurship on as entrepreneurs, sorry. So we should always be thinking positive, always thinking that we have a success, right? Now, the third thing right here is that even though we have these expectations in terms of belief, we also have expectations that need to be met within our platform, within our group, within our team, right? And as a culture, as I mentioned before, that everyone should have the same belief and going towards a certain or common goal, right? Our goal here is all to be free, to experience freedom, whether that is in terms of wealth freedom or time freedom. It's all about being free, doing what you want when you want to, right? Now, first of all, yes, it works. Entrepreneurship works. Now, after knowing that it works, you need to be doing these actions so that you can get others as well to do the same thing. So first of all, everyone must be launched within 24 hours. Every one of you would have came on, and when you first join the business, you will be launched. You're not really joining, because they say that if you are joining, you're an amateur, but successful people launch. So you're being launched into the business. You should be introduced with the platform and everything within 24 hours time. Now, also within that 24 hours to 48 hours, you should get a positive result. Now, I will further expound on what those positive results should be. And also, within 7 days time of you being launched, you should expect to actually host a home event or a personal Zoom, right? That is to expose other people to the business as well. And that will result in the other expectation, which is causing you to become a P150 within the first 7 days. Think about it, guys. So if you would take 10 days to clean your room, or if you think that you want to take 10 days to clean your room, it will take 10 days to clean your room. But if you think that you can take 30 minutes to clean your room, then it will take 30 minutes to clean your room. So it's the same thing with these goals and aspirations and expectations. The faster you go, it will be better for you because success loves speed. Now, the other thing is that you should show up to events, whether virtual or in person. So remember, it all comes down to culture and team culture in our case. So when it comes on to, remember, like you, for example, you're going to a family gathering, that is to actually show that you are incorporating with everybody there. You want to socialize with everybody there. You want to get to know everyone that is there. Well, it's the same thing. We are all a family here. So basically, we have the same goal in mind. And in order for us to operate on the same frequency, we have to be communicating. So whether it's going in person or it's in virtual space, just like right now. Now, let me just go to the next important thing. When it comes on to expectations that are to be met, our energies have to be on a certain level for our expectations to actually be met. Now, how do you keep your energy at a constant high? When you think about it, when you were first launched into the business, everyone had a high expectation, had a high energy, and they were so excited because what you actually don't really know, it will be better for you. So you don't really know that it will take work, but you're excited because you want to change your life, you want to change your family's life, you want to make more money, you want to make more income, right? And you had that energy when you were first launched into the business. However, when the problem, let's say when the issues come and you have certain obstacles in your way, how do you keep that energy that you first had? Because it was like right here, and then when those come, it comes down to right there. So how do you keep actually at a high energy level? Is by staying close to the fire to keep hot, right? So what is the fire? The fire is the system, right? The fire is the products and the services. The fire is the team. The fire is the people that are on the team. So if you don't plug in, you will get cold and you don't get any result. So think about it as a socket. Imagine if it is that you want electricity in a certain device. If you don't plug in that device into the socket, then nothing will work. The device won't work. So in order to get connected, you have to stay plugged in. Now, remember I was saying that there are certain results that you should be getting within 24 hours of time, right? Now, what is a result in our case? A result is, for example, understanding how to enter the markets, placing your first trade, doing personal growth and development. Later on, I will go into that. For example, going 2 and 3, going P150, going P600, going P1000. All of those are results. So it doesn't have to be monetary results right away. You won't make your first $1 million in day one, right? But you may make your first $1 million in the, let's say, day 365. It all comes down to, staying active, being energetic, and keeping the faith. Now, as I mentioned, when it comes on to energy, you have to stay plugged into the system and the products and the groups to keep your energy at an all-time high. No, you have to check and participate in the Telegram team chats that you are added in, participate in the WhatsApp groups, participate in the team calls, or rather attend the team calls, attend the team trainings, for example, like right now. Also attend the go lives that are on the platform because that is where the real magic happens. And most importantly, use the products. So that is how you actually maintain your energy. So once you're there attending all the different calls that you should be, you're using all the different products and services on the platform, then that means you will remain hot. You won't get cold. And once you remain hot, you will eventually get a result. Now, what I want to also show you here is the fact that in doing all of this, guys, like entrepreneurship, as I mentioned, comes down to being focused. When it is that you are working for yourself, or rather, you're using your money to work for yourself. So even though you're in a business for yourself, you're not by yourself. You have to remain focused because no one is going to be managing you and telling you what to do and how to do it, as I mentioned. But there are guidelines. There is a system that you follow, and that's it. But no one will tell you when you should be following that system. You have to pick out your schedule and know that. So it says many people have a start and a stop syndrome. So I know many of you guys probably have this syndrome. We all do. However, how it is that you find yourself the cure, because no one can cure you but you, right? Many persons start a lot of things at the beginning of the year. Many persons said they have so many different goals that they want to achieve. Most popular one is, for example, doing a weight loss or doing something when it comes on to making money. They want to save. And let's say April is here and they're out of it. They stop, right? They don't continue. In entrepreneurship, you can't do that. You have to continue, right? You have to consistently do the right things every day, because when you practice and do the right things every day, then you will get better, right? What you practice grows, and what grows duplicates. That means you get more of it, right? So for example, while building the business, always choose productivity over activity, because many people can be doing a whole lot of nothing. So they're literally not doing things that will actually help them to make money. Always ask yourself, is what you are doing right now helping you to get closer to your goal of having a successful business or building your trading skills in our example, right? So if it's not helping you in any of those categories, leave it. It doesn't make sense. You're actually on a break. When you're actually ready to work, make sure that it's productivity and not just activity. So when it comes down to being disciplined, right? Focus and discipline actually goes hand in hand, right? So it says be disciplined to level up, guys. So think about it. Discipline is the ability to give yourself a command and follow it, right? Discipline, in order to be disciplined, you need to make a committed decision that you are going to win. So remember when I mentioned in the beginning that you have to expect success from yourself. You have to make up your mind that it's either I am going to win or I'm not going to win. But you have to make up your mind that you are going to win to be successful in this business, right? You have to be disciplined enough to go through the academy. You have to be disciplined to go and watch the go lives and use the products. You have to be disciplined to showing the opportunity to people every day, because people need this. It's not, for example, something that you think people may need, but people need this. They need to change their lives. They need a better way out than what they are doing, right? Now, be disciplined to do the things to make you go to the next level. So remember, I said it all came back to focus. You have to be doing productive things and not just doing things just for doing them, right? Be disciplined to immerse yourself in the education in some way every single day so that you can achieve your goals and your why. So as a team, as a group, we should all be thinking on this type of a level, right? So that we can achieve our goals. Because when it comes on to culture, as I mentioned, it's people have the same values and belief and going towards a certain goal. And we want to be doing that as a team. Now, when it comes on to the most important thing, it's personal development. So guess what? You can be the most disciplined person in the world, but how did you get there? You did not just get like that by yourself, because the human being is literally the most person actually they are very limited when it comes on to attention span. They cannot concentrate for a certain period of time. We're always being bombarded by different distractions all over, right? So you have to stay focused. And how do you stay focused? You have to be doing a personal development. So these are some things that you should ask yourself. What are you doing to keep your energy up on a daily basis? You know, what books are you reading? What audios are you listening to? Now, on the screen, you will be seeing, for example, different books that are very great books, and you want to be reading, not just, for example, just reading for reading's sake, but you want to be immersing yourself in the information and practicing the information. So we have The Stranger's Secret by Earl Nightingale, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles, The Magic of Believing by Claude Bristol, Believe and Achieve by David Immonite, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. These are all really inspirational books that can help you to keep your mind at a certain level where it needs to be so that you can remain focused and disciplined. And you want to be doing that as an entrepreneur, because remember, no one is going to tell you what you should be doing, right? Now, when it comes on to group etiquette, remember, we're all a team, we're a group. No, everyone is being added to our Telegram chats. That's our main communication, right, through Telegram. And we here, we have our own WhatsApp group, you know, and within that group, there are certain guidelines that people should always try to follow so that everything can go smoothly. So you're seeing that you should remain kind and courteous. You know, if someone asks a question in the group and you know the answer, you know, don't say something that will discourage a person the next time from asking a question. You know, be kind and courteous. Show love, for example, right? No prospecting allowed. That is straightforward. So don't go into the groups and try to get people out of the group to do something else. Thirdly, respect everyone's privacy, you know, and no hate speech or bullying. So we don't have anything like that here, but you know, you never know what people are thinking about in their heads. So you just want to make sure that it doesn't come out in the group. All right, no promotions and no selling and spamming in the group. So basically, if that happens or if it continues, for example, on a daily basis, then that customer will be removed from the group, right? So that is the culture of the group. You must be loving, kind, courteous, ensure that you're helping others. You know, if someone asks a question, just ensure that you answer and not being sarcastic or pretending that the person should have known the answer, because we're not all perfect, right? Now, the last thing that you're seeing here is that customers, most importantly, should stay warm or stay hot, rather hot, right? They have to be using active products to stay hot. Now, guys, if it is that you are a customer and you are in the group and you literally need access to the goods and services so that you can grow. Now, if you are inactive, let's say 1 month, 1 month, for example, That's fine, right? You're not perfect. You may have things to cater for. However, that is why you need to be plugging into the system and following the system so that you won't be in a certain situation. Now, after 2 months and you're in the group and you do not show any signs of becoming active, then we will remove you from the group, right? Because you have to be paying for your products. You can't be someone that is not paying for their products, but you want results, right? You have to be paying for your products. And as an entrepreneur, you know that you have to reinvest into your business. You are not building an actual business, you yourself are a business, and you have to pour into yourself or pour back into yourself so that the business can continue. And that is learning in order to earn. Now, you're seeing right there, together everyone achieves more. By yourself, you can't really do it, but where two persons are or where three persons are working towards a common goal, then we can definitely achieve much more if it was just one person. So that's basically it when it comes down to the group etiquette. Now, guys, everyone, when they started, they had a certain reason why they started. That should be in your mind. Why did you choose to go on this entrepreneurship road, right? You have to remember your why. Now, if you keep your why at the forefront of your mind and write it down on a goal card, then you will be keeping it in close proximity and you will have a reason to stay committed. Your why has to be strong enough. And how do you make your why strong enough? You have to be setting goals that keep you motivated. So you have A, B, and C type goals. A type goals are goals that you have achieved before and you can achieve them again. So it may be, for example, okay, I think I can make $100 this week. You know that, yes, that's an A type goal because you have done it already in the past. B type goal would be that, you haven't achieved it as yet, but you can achieve, but you think, or rather, you think you can achieve it. No, that would be, okay, I think I can achieve $200 this week. But a C-type goal are goals that you have no idea how you are going to achieve it, but that's what you truly want. That would be, I want to make $1 million this year. That's a C-type goals if it is that you fall in that category, right? So you have to stay committed as an entrepreneur and you have to have your why at the forefront of your mind. No, we are at the end basically. Remember, guys, in the beginning, you have to, as a customer or as an entrepreneur, you have to stay plugged into the system. System stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money. And that is how you actually cultivate a certain culture. Everybody should be staying plugged in to the system so that they can reap success. Now, what I'm going to be doing